believed in my talent, but not my work ethic. And it was his goal for a lot of years to make me a famous comedian, and he truly sucks at it because it took him for fucking ever. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I got shit to do, Jeff. The first big gig that we did was Rodeo Week in Vegas, first week of December of '96. And we were at the MGM Grand in a 900-seat room, beautiful theater. And his face for the first time was plastered all over Vegas, and we were having a blast. Billy Long was touring with Reba McEntire that year, and they were at Caesar's Palace, and Larry the Cable Guy was at the International House of Pancakes in Tucson. Just to get her done. He wasn't there, but the three of us were. And I was there with a woman that I couldn't stand. Now, she was a beautiful woman, 40 years old, never been married, which makes you a little suspicious. If a woman that good looking has never been married at 40, usually they either get horrible head or they're completely fucking insane. And 3 hours after I met this woman, I'm laying on my back going, this bitch is crazy. And I was right. So we go, and Bill's doing one show a night. We're doing 3 shows a night. So Bill comes down after his show, and after we get done with our shows, they want to go drinking and gambling. And of course, I want to go to a prayer group and a poetry reading. But eventually, they talked me into drinking. How easily we go astray. But I didn't want to go with this girl, so I said, well, let me go talk to her. So I go up to the room, and I told her, listen, I know it's our first night in Vegas, but I'm going to go drink it with the boys. She goes, fine, why don't you just leave me here in the hotel room by myself? I'm like, you're starting to get it. So we go out that night, and when I tell you that that night is the most fun I've ever had, there's really no way I can explain it, because for over a decade we've known each other then. And that's what we talked about all the time as comics after shows. We talk about maybe one day, we'll be the big comics in Vegas, and we'll play all these theaters and all these things. And that happened for us, and that was the first time. And it was a big deal for us. And our names were on the billboards. I was making more money than I've ever made in my life. I wasn't making a fraction of what Jeff was making, but I've never been one to look up the ladder. I've always looked down the ladder. As long as there's one motherfucker down there, I'm fine. And it gets to be about 5:30 in the morning when we decide to break it up. In Vegas, of course, we'll make you horny if you let it. And I go back up to the room, and she's passed out in negligee. She is gorgeous, but I know if I wake her up trying to fuck her, she's going to hit me in the face with a bucket of nickels. And I don't need a new mugshot because my last one was so good. Is that Nick Nolte or Glenn Campbell? That's our boy Tater Salad. So I decided, well, I'll just do it myself. So I rummage around in the dark, find some lotion, cut to the next morning. I'm sure you're grateful. I'm drunk as shit, by the way. I need to qualify that. I wake up the next morning, she's already awake, she's making coffee, and I wake up, she goes, what's wrong with your hand? What the fuck? My hand is dark orange. I got 12 more shows to do at the MGM Grand. And I won't come on. I went to the bathroom with a hot wax soapy rag. I scrubbed the palm of my hand as hard as I can. Doesn't even stay in the rag. Banda Soleil Sunless Tanning Lotion. For dark skin only.